welcome back to the Armory. I assume your trip to Bialystok went well.
Yes, it went fine, and for that I require your services again. I'm putting together a 4-man team for a very multifaceted mission.
Naturally. And what will you be requiring for this team?
To start off, I need long-range capability.
Naturally. Might I recommend the Swiss straight pull K31. Chambered in 7.5mm Swiss, it is a timeless classic that offers exceptional performance and precision.
A classic for sure, but I require a more modern cartridge and a rifle that can reach farther with the optics to match.
Naturally. Clearly, then, you need the Aero Precision Solus, chambered in the 6.5mm Creedmoor cartridge, with a threaded barrel and a Burris optic to match. There is no substitute for when you truly need to reach out and touch someone.
This will do nicely, and I assure you have the appropriate attachments for the end of the barrel.
But of course.
Additionally, I will need some compact, preferably silent firepower for my man using this rifle when we're not so far away.
If you're looking for close range support, the Chris Vector is an excellent choice. Inertially recoil dampened and capable of fitting not only modern optics but also a suppressor, the Vector enjoys 30-round magazine capacity, giving your man with the sniper rifle additional upfront and up-close firepower.
An interesting choice to say the least, but I'm looking for a little more compact, perhaps a bit quieter.
Even more compact and quiet? Very well. I must direct your attention then to the Flux Raider. Using the P320 fire control group, as well as a Dead Air Mojave 9 suppressor in their Triskelion technology, this utilizes the 9mm cartridge to great effect and can provide a bracing experience for those utilizing it. Starting off with 60 rounds in 2 magazines on the firearm itself, you'll be able to carry additional sticks at your desire.
This will do nicely. Next, I need the ability to lay down suppressive fire continuously at high volume.
If firepower is what you're looking for, there is no substitute for the AR-RPK. Heavy barrel and using the classically rugged M60 bipod, the AR-RPK will lay down precisely the volume you need, precisely where you need it, every time.
I think this will do nicely. I need the ability to project firepower at beyond hand grenade distance.
A timeless piece of service equipment that has lasted through the decades, the M16A1 with the M203 40mm underslung grenade launcher, except no substitute when it comes to projecting HE and other devices downrange.
Well, I'll definitely be able to get to the chopper with this. Finally, I need a small, compact, intermediate cartridge weapon for myself that allows me to deliver rapid firepower, yet be out of the way when I need to be doing other things.
If compact firepower is what you're looking for, clearly you need to consider the VHS-2 from HS Product. With an optic rail, integrated iron sights, mag-pull furniture, and capable of running PMags with a 16-inch barrel and adjustable gas, in Southeast Europe, this is the definitive answer for the infantryman on the go.
You know, I like this, it's interesting, but it's not quite what I'm looking for this mission.
I understand, not a problem. From New Hampshire, we have the SIG MCX Spear LT, with a skeletonized folding stock, running on a piston system, and with an 11.5-inch barrel. It is compact and delivers the firepower I think you're looking for.
This would probably suffice, but just not the ergonomics not agreeing with me. Let's find something different.
Well then, clearly, there is no substitute for the G36C. Brought to us by our good friends in Germany, the H&K G36C delivers compact firepower and the aesthetics to let your enemy know that you've spent more money than them and you shoot like it too.
This will do nicely. Finally, I need a sidearm for each member of the team.
In terms of handguns, you can make a distinctive statement with the FN High Power in the classic 9mm Parabellum cartridge and mahogany grips.
I do appreciate a classic. However, I need something more modern with a higher capacity.
I understand. Not everyone needs a timeless classic, but you need modern performance. The Echelon from Springfield has changed the game when it comes to mounting optics. With strong serrations on the front and the back, you can get any modern optic on this compact 9mm.
An interesting choice for sure. However, it's unproven and I can't take that risk.
I understand. You need proven performance. You need no substitute but Glock perfection. The Glock 45, utilizing a compact slide and a full profile frame, you'll have the capacity that you need, the rugged dependability that you demand, and the ergonomics for which there is no replacement.
Excellent, I'll take 4.
And like a fine port wine, a small treat for yourself. May I introduce the B&T Station 6, a integrally suppressed 9mm bolt-action pistol with a heritage that dates back to the Second World War. While it may not have a high rate of firepower, it certainly makes an impact close up, and it does so with great discretion.
Excellent.
And what munitions will you require?
I'll take a base load for each weapon system, ×2.
But of course. Will you need armor or load-bearing equipment?
Yes, I will need a load-bearing system.
Naturally, right this way. We have a great many choices. A timeless classic at an affordable price, brought to us by our Nordic team. We have British DPM perfectly in serviceable condition with a great many pouches on offering.
I am not going to a desert environment. I require the system.
I don't believe that we have any available at this time, sir. I see. Cabal business, then. Right this way. Reserved for our most discerning clients, the SVS12, known as the System. It is able to be a load-bearing vest, a chest rig, with 20 different pouches and a wide range of configurability. Each member of your team will utilize the System and be able to have the exact loadout they desire. There truly is no substitute for the System, as you know.
Exactly what I was asking for. Hello and welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering the Swedish SVS12 Combat Vest. Now, this vest is pretty versatile. It can do anything, hence the name, the System. However, I wore this during Moons Out, Goons Out 24 as the vest to carry all the gear I needed for the match as both a competitor and as range master, and it worked fantastic for that. And I think this vest would work fantastic for a multitude of missions because it's so configurable. Part of the configurability of this vest comes from the fact that it comes as a kit. You get 20 pouches for this thing, so you can make it do just about anything you want. Matter of fact, you have so many pouches, there's not enough real estate on the vest front and back to mount them all. And you can have the vest itself in a configuration. Not everybody's a fan of a vest. They are hot, even when they're ventilated like this with a mesh material, they still get hot to wear. However, in this configuration, where I have the back panel on, and I'm using it as a hydration carrier, works awesome. And there's pouches that we'll get into that mount on that back panel for carrying extraneous mission essential equipment. Also, if you don't like it as a full vest, fine, take that back panel off. You're going to be doing some rucking and that back panel is going to be weight. It comes off and you can use this like a flick. Oh, you don't want to use it as a flick. You want to use it more of a chest rig. Well, that's fine. These panels fold down into the vest and it becomes just a chest panel. Oh, well, you just need a very light belt rig. You can make it do that as well. And depending on what you're doing, are you just a rifleman this time around? Do you have mission essential equipment that has to be used? Are you the automatic rifleman and have to carry more magazines? Perhaps you're the grenadier and you have to carry a lot of grenades. Maybe you're the sniper and you only have to carry a few rounds, but you have other equipment you need to carry. Doesn't matter. You can make this vest tailor to what you need it to do. All right, the first thing about the SVS12 that you notice is how it comes to you. Yeah, this is the complete pack right here in this mesh bag, kind of like a dive bag. and stuff. So you can put this thing in it extra nasty and then all the gunk will drip out. Kind of an excellent idea. But the whole system comes like this. Let's take a look at what's inside. What's in this bag of goodies? Let's find out. There you go, junk on the bunk. There is a ton of stuff on this system. So you start off with your basic vest right here in its full configuration. That is with back panel in place and your front panels. And then you get all your pouches, and there's a lot of them to go through here. You start off, you get 2 dump pouches, and these things are like freaking huge. They're like saddlebags. We're going to go into them individually. You get a large pouch, and inside this large pouch is all kinds of fittings and connectors for either repair or for configuring the vest for how you need it. If you were creative enough, you could actually get 2 rigs out of this system. Over here, you have their medium pouch, which is also heavily padded. So if you wanted to store very sensitive items in here, such as your thermals, your nods, or anything like that, you can totally do it. Then you get these 6 magazine pouches. You notice this one does not have a lid on it. Get into that because these things are eminently configurable. You get 2 tourniquet pouches. You get a multi-tool pouch. You get 3 grenade pouches. You get 2 more magazine pouches. These are doubles. These were singles. These are doubles. You get a small utility pouch. You get an IFAC pouch. So tons and tons of stuff. Now that the proverbial cat is out of the bag, let's get into the features of the SVS12 Combat Vest. Alright, in its vest iteration, here's what we've got. On the front, you've got 2 panels, 4 rows of MOLLE, so lots of room for pouches, including pouches that hold bigger magazines such as AK mags or even 40 rounders. Then up on the chest part here, you've got Velcro, because we all need Velcro to put our morale patches. But it's also integrated with the MOLLE, so a lot of real estate here to add pouches like your pistol mag pouches, your IFACs, small admin pouches, and whatnot. Also, up here on the shoulders, in addition to the mud left over from Moons Out, Goons Out, you have more MOLLE, so you can put some pouches here up on the shoulders. You also have several cord keepers right here that are elastic. They stretch out pretty good, and they can control your hydration tubes, they can control your comm wires, and all that good stuff. Now let's check out what's on the back. Now in the vest configuration, you have this back panel mounted. This back panel will function as a hydration carrier. You have a big zipper here, and you also have Velcro tabs inside to lock it in place. You also have some other Velcro for attaching some things internally as well. It's a very deep pocket, holds the hydration quite well. Zippers are bidirectional, meaning they'll move in either direction. You also have some Velcro here for attaching signaling patches and whatnot. You also have a little bit here on the back of the yoke as well. This is easily removable by the straps here, and it loops around the belt at the bottom. So, as in other versions of the vest, you don't want this back panel / hydration carrier, no problem, get rid of it. Alright, here you have the back panel removed. As I said, it can hold a hydration system in it. It's got plenty of MOLLE here on the back for attaching packs and pouches or whatever you need back here. Matter of fact, this system comes with a pouch we'll show you later. It's designed to kind of have the butt pack function on the back of this vest. In addition, you could use this as a radio pouch as well. It attaches by 4 straps up here at the top that connect to the Velcro inside. And then on the back here, you've got a very big flap that leaves you lots of room for adjustment for going around the belt. So you don't even have to use this just like with the belt that comes with the system. You can pretty much use it with any belt because it'll configure. You can also control the size of it with all these different Velcro panels here as well. Alright, let's take a look at the internals of the vest. And what we've got here is a map pocket here on each side, of which the flaps here will fold into if you want to use this like a tap chest rig setup. Also, you have this cool little setup here, an internal magazine pouch. So even if you have no mag pouches mounted, you have one of those on each side held in place with Velcro that breaks away. So not only is it storing a mag, it's easy to get to. And you also have some internal MOLLE here on each side. So if you want to have an inside pouch, you can definitely do that. This vest has so much adjustment to it, you could run pouches on the inside if you felt the need to do so. All right, so we've basically gone and converted the vest from being a full vest into a flick, fighting load carrier a la US style. And from the front, it doesn't look any different. You have all the vest frontage here, all the rows of webbing, the ability to put some pouches even up here on the strap, still have all your cord control. The difference is we've removed the back panel. So back panel is gone. So with that back panel going away, there goes the ability to carry a hydration carrier. There goes, if you got a bigger radio or if you just want to attach a lot of pouches, that's gone too. But that might not be necessary to your mission. That's why you'd want to get rid of it. Another advantage that you have is the front of the vest here has a lot of mesh in it to help with ventilation. The back of it, being a hydration carrier like it wasn't ventilated at all. Now you've freed up your back, so you got a lot of ventilation back there to help you cool in warmer climates. Also, another advantage of this configuration, if you're doing a lot of vehicle work, your back is free. You can sit in the vehicle seats very comfortably. Here we see the SVS12 in the flick configuration, not using the zipper. So we've gone ahead and buckled the waist belt and we've added a sternum strap. All the functionality you have with the zipper, but the ability to use a different attachment system should the zipper become unserviceable or not really relevant to your mission needs. All right, here's another configuration of the vest. I've decided to take the belt off, run this thing without the belt because I don't need it, and that's fine. You notice it's fitting like normal. Got all my features up front here, yet my back is clear. And this has the advantage, especially like if you're a vehicle crewman, for example, you know, having a clear back so you can sit in your seat comfortably. This works out pretty good. This gives you the straps, as you saw in the back, to run the system, yet not have to have the belt if that doesn't work out for the mission configuration that you need. So as you can see here, I've taken away all the upper part of the flick because I'm running it now more as, say, a tap type configuration. So those panels folded down into the vest, into what the map pockets we showed you earlier. Now it's just a harness coming down, attaching to the panels here. I can put the pouches on whatever I want. On the back here, I've stuck with the two-strap system for now. But if I wanted to, I could put the belt back on. Not only that, I could also put the back panel back on. So one of the cool things about the SVS12 Combat Vest system is here. Here's the belt of the system. Every configuration I have shown you so far, you could run it without this belt if you chose to do so. Essentially creating a second rig for you out of this system, albeit very minimalist. And if you're thinking like, oh wow, I want to run a battle belt configuration, this might not be the best one for you because it doesn't have all the features of your regular battle belt. It is very adjustable from the smallest girth person to the biggest girth person. This will work for you. There's plenty enough adjustment in it for that. However, while it is padded, which is excellent, the MOLLE only goes around, so it goes around to my back to about here. So I have from here to here with MOLLE attachment. This point has no attachments at all, which is fine because this is where I'd probably mount a holster since I'm right-handed, and that would work out just fine. Obviously, if you're left-handed, flip the belt over. So you have the ability to have a very minimalist rig, say with you're in garrison or a low engagement zone or low probability of contact zone, yet you need to keep some type of gear with you. This is good, but you can have your main rig configured that you keep in a secure location until you need it, i.e., if you're doing vehicle patrols and you're on air guard, yeah, you know, this is a good little setup while you do air guard and man the machine gun. Yet when you get ready to disembark, you can throw your big rig on and out you go. Same thing if you're in the FOB, you know, moving administratively. Okay, keep your sidearm with you, keep a magazine or two with you while you go to headquarters or make a head call or whatever. Yet back in your hooch, you've got all your main rig for when you have to go man the line or go out on patrol. All right, let's cover the belt here. The inside of it, you've got nice padding all along here. You've got big slide lock buckles for it. And as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, a place to put your holster. All right, the externals of the belt, as you can see here laid out, you have your rows of MOLLE here. You got Velcro down the middle, so you could really cinch this thing down if you wanted to. Here's the place for the holster. This Safariland fits nice and snugly, holding this M17. Works as a standalone belt just fine, and obviously I got ability to attach mag pouches that come with the system, an IFAC that comes with the system, or any of the utility pouches that come with the system. So this can be its own standalone battle belt. Alright, the first pouch we're going to get into here is the dump pouch. And I say dump pouch, but you actually get two of them with this kit. So the system really takes care of you. And these things are multi-purpose. You yank this thing open, and as you can see, this thing is freaking huge. It's like, if you use both of them together, it'd be like saddlebags. So not only could they be dump pouches, they could be sustainment type pouches for holding some bulky mission essential gear. They're pretty darn big. They have these zippers on it, pull from either end, very voluminous inside. You also have some Velcro here and a little bit of Velcro inside, so you can Velcro it down and kind of use it as a dump pouch and have it keep things in. Also on the back, that's where you have your attachments. You can have this mollied in and then mollied in at the bottom so it's fairly stable. With all the different attachment points, you could actually have it as a standalone pouch just dangling off your belt. This is the pouch I've been least satisfied with. While you can do all these things to make it usable as a dump pouch, if you're doing very aggressive maneuvering, things tend to come out of it a little bit. It's just not designed for quick closure, but 99% of the time it's going to get the job done. The other thing I do not like about it is the attachment. You can weave it through one row of molly and that's about it. And you got a lot of Velcro here to cinch it down, which is good, but when you try to put it through two, there's not enough purchase for the Velcro to get a hold of. And when I tried to go through two, the bag fell off on me twice when I was maneuvering around, once in the trench, once just getting it out of the vehicle I was moving people around in. So through one layer of molly, it worked. It was suboptimal, but it worked. So you do get two dump pouches. They are not the best in the world. And just getting this out of the way real quick, because this is where I've had the most trouble with the system. And by saying the most trouble means the only trouble, and it wasn't that great because I was able to make it work. So it's the least perfect thing in the system, but it's still pretty damn good. Next pouch in the system we're going to talk about is the large general purpose pouch. And the funny thing about this is the largest pouch on the system. However, the dump pouches probably have more internal volume in them. So if you need more space, you have that. With the three rows of webbing on the back, this is clearly meant to be weaved onto the back panel and used like either a knapsack or a butt pack. Also in the system contained in this is all your fittings and straps and T-blocks and all that. That's all contained in this pouch when you get the system. Alright, the next pouch in the system is the medium general purpose pouch. And I don't think that's its intended use, to be honest. This pouch is heavily padded. This is a pouch that you would put your NOD or your thermal or some other very sensitive item in that needs protection more than just what a normal pouch gives. It is extremely heavily padded, has a hook and designated system to connect into, and in the back there's a stiffening board to help it keep its shape. Now, this is going to be my second least favorite pouch in the system. I used this the night of Moons Out Goons Out on my rig, and I had an entire L4 whoopee suit, or whoopee top, excuse me, stuffed into this pouch for when the real cold came. And the pouch did an adequate job. However, if this pouch is not full, you're going to lose things. Why do I say that? This hook system right here, it hooks on, it holds pretty good when it's full, very secure. But when it's not full, I don't even have to touch the thing, touch the tab, and anything will make this thing come unhooked. And there's nothing to keep things in. Yes, you have these stiffening boards and heavy padding, but that's not going to keep things in if you're dynamic moving and this pouch flips open. So unless you're carrying a bulky item that fills this pouch up to the brim and puts pressure on the top to keep this hook engaged, this is not going to be your most secure system. Alright, the next pouch we have is the tourniquet pouch. That's what the nomenclature calls this. However, it does work as a tourniquet pouch. I did use it as that at the match. And matter of fact, the tourniquet that was in this pouch is now attached to the drag dummy we used on stage 3. But it also functions as a magazine pouch right here and holds an extended mag. In this case, it's an extended mag for an echelon. Holds it quite well. Mag slides in and out smoothly, but there is retention. The elastic band does hold it in, as you see when I turn it upside down. And this mag could be even bigger, and this pouch would accommodate it. Cinches down very tight. So this will accommodate any pistol mag that you have. And the good news is you get 2 of these with the system. So you can use a different combination for whatever you need. You need 2 pistol mags, you got pouches for it. You need a pistol mag and a tourniquet, you got pouches for it. You need 2 tourniquets because you're not running a pistol, you got pouches that'll handle it. Alright, magazines, you got to have them. And this system allows you to carry a lot of them. It gives you 2 magazine types of pouches. So you get a double magazine pouch, you get 2 of those, and you get 6 single mag pouches. And we're going to talk about the 6 single mag pouches first because they're the most versatile. I'm holding 2 of the 6 pouches. Notice they look a little different. That shows you how you can configure it. On this side, you have it as a single pouch with an elastic keeper at the top, and that's how you keep your mag in, although friction itself will do pretty good. Over on this side, you have the same pouch, and it has a flap on it, plus you have your elastic keeper and the friction of keeping it in. Now you can remove that elastic keeper and use this conventional pouch. It just hooks in. All the attachments on this vest are either Velcro or hook-in attachment. This one hooks in, flips out of the way. You can have up to 3 levels of retention on this single mag pouch. Just 2 or even single if you even wanted to just take off the elastic. You can configure it however you want. Also, the pouches are surrounded with Molly Powell's webbing, so if you wanted to, you could totally kangaroo them together and double up and save some space on the vest. Alright, now let's talk about the double mag pouch. So there it is, it's double mag, same metal hook closure, big open pouch, elastic band inside, so you can pull 1 magazine inside the elastic and 1 out. That way, if you don't secure the pouch again, the other mags still retain should you do some dynamic maneuvering. Pouch is pretty flexible, yet has rigid parts front and back, so it retains its shape when you're trying to put mags back in. Next we have what I believe to be one of the smartest pouches included in the system, and that's the multi-tool pouch. Yep, a dedicated pouch for your multi-tool. Everybody overlooks this. Usually gets stuffed in a pocket or things like that, or people even forget they have their multi-tool, but no, you should always have a dedicated pouch for it because, in my opinion, your multi-tool is your most important piece of gear. Yes, why do I say that? Because it's the tool you use most when you go to the field. Think about it. You could have a big knife with you, but you'll use that multi-tool more. You'll use that multi-tool to cut line. You'll use it to snip things with the plier portion. You'll use the can opener on it. Hell, you'll probably even use it to cut your steak if you have to. The point of it is, you can do anything with a multi-tool, so you need a ready pouch for it that you can get to instantly. This pouch fits the bill. It's got Velcro, and it's got elastic to help retain it when the flap is not in place, and plenty of Velcro, so depending on the size of multi-tool you run, this pouch will handle it. Next pouch we're covering is the grenade pouch, and this is just not your average grenade pouch. The reason I say that is most grenade pouches are dedicated to the type of grenade they're using. You're running a smoke grenade, you need a smoke grenade pouch. Frag grenade gets frag grenade pouches. This pouch can be everything. It's got an elastic tab here to cover over your flap so it doesn't accidentally get snagged. And you have 3 rows of snaps here. As you can see, I've got a US M18 smoke grenade in this thing. And you can use a grenade that big. Heck, you could probably even want to use one a little bit bigger with the pouch elasticity. But it'll hold that. Also, you can put frag grenades in there no problem, and the pouch would totally cinch down, as you can see, to hold the frag grenade. The other innovative feature they've got in here on the inside is this flap right here that's Velcroed in. You can pull it, and it helps lift up the grenade to get it out of the pouch, or you can put the grenade in, then put the flap over it as an extra layer of protection to keep the grenade in. Lord knows, that's the ultimate sensitive item we can't afford to be losing in the field. So very versatile pouch. On the back, it's even more versatile. Got Molly webbing. Okay, that's pretty standard. All these pouches are mounted with Molly, but the cross straps here are openable. So you could horizontally mount these on any type of belt. So you get even more flexibility out of these pouches than you would expect. Next pouch, the small general purpose pouch. This is a good little admin pouch. Zipper openings with rubberized covering, so easy to grab. Little dividers inside, so you can put your notebooks and pens in there. And Molly on the front, so if you want to kangaroo another pouch on, like the flashlight pouch or the multi-tool pouch onto the front of this, this will work out. really good. Last and by no means least, one of the most important pouches you can have on your gear is an IFAK. If you don't have an IFAK on your gear, why not? Come on, seriously guys, really? But this is a great little IFAK pouch because it's got molly webbing on the front, so you can add extra things to it. Like if you want to mount your tourniquet right here so all your medicals together, you can do it. The thing has 2 zippers so you can open in any direction. When you open it up, you get a lot of good stuff in here. So on the back part of the flap, you got several compartments with light mesh so you know what's in there and they hold your stuff. And on the front part of the compartment, you have 6 bungee cords with cord locks to secure things in, whatever you want it to be. The pouch also has rigid front and back panels, so your IFAK's getting protected as you're bumping around the woods. You're banging against trees, crawling over rocks. It's getting protected. Not everything inside of it is getting dinged up with direct contact because there is a small layer of protection. Really good design. They thought this pouch out. Alright, so I've shown you a lot of different ways to configure this vest. And the reason I say a lot instead of the only ways is because I think it's really only limited by your imagination. I used this vest in one configuration at Moons Out, Goons Out 24, and it performed very effectively. I held a few magazines. I had a big pouch on it, the medium pouch actually, to hold my warming layer, and I had the hydration system deployed. And it worked really good in that context. As you can see, there's still mud on the vest from that competition. Now I've reconfigured it for my next mission, and that next mission is Woodland/Midnight Brutality that's coming up here in the very near future. I have put the vest into a different configuration than I had it for Moons Out, Goons Out, and that different configuration is double mag pouches for sure, single mag pouches here, but kangarooed together to take up less real estate. I've added an IFAK. And I've also got 2 pistol mag pouches because pistols weren't needed in Moons Out, Goons Out, but they most definitely are needed in Woodland Brutality and Midnight Brutality. Additionally, I have separated the belt. I've configured it to hold a holster, and I put a dump pouch on it, and it's independent of the vest. And feel that's going to be a better setup, we'll see. And additionally, I have reattached the back panel and put on the large general purpose pouch. The reason for that is hydration, going with a complete hydration system this time. But in the large general purpose pouch, I've got a lot of extra magazines. I'm basically trying to get through this whole match completely self-contained, no need for a range bag. I'll have my hearing protection on, I'll have my iPro on. And I'm hoping with that setup that I'm pretty self-contained and this will get me through. Remains to be seen. I'm also going to be carrying a lot of ammo, and this configuration should get the trick done in that respect. However, we'll find out. And if you want to find out, tune in again after I drop all the videos on how those matches went, because I'll do a gear review video telling you how this configuration worked, if it was perfect the way I had it, or if there's some changes I think I should have made. We hope you found this review of the system to be helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future gear reviews.